Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jess and today we are going on an adventure. I have not seen some family members of mine for about 13 years, I decided, or like I calculated, and we're gonna go see them today, which is wild. This week I am actually moving, so it's like just a big chaotic weekend already, but I definitely had to make time for my family because again I have not seen them in forever, and I decided I would just take you along. The drive is about 2 hours and 21 minutes, so I figured we would talk, listen to music, and enjoy the ride. But first up, I did already get coffee today, but I do need to get some food, so I'm gonna go to Starbucks and get on the road. Okay, so the Starbucks that I typically go to is actually closed. Bummer, but I'm just going to get on the road at this point, and I don't want to extend my time too long by trying to find something on the way. And then maybe by the time I do get on the road, I will just, you know, again, find one that's on the way instead. I want to update you guys as to why I'm even going on this trip, what's happening, and like everything in between. But first, like I mentioned, I want to get on the road, make sure I'm not missing any of the streets that I'm supposed to be turning on, and then I will update you guys as I'm driving. Okay, so it's been kind of a chaotic time. I learned on Monday of this week that I will be moving. I found a place that I'm really excited about, and then on, let's see, Wednesday I think, I got a message from a couple of my cousins who I haven't really spoken to very often, and we had been planning on sort of just like surprising my grandma to go see her along with my uncles who live with her, and I totally forgot that it was supposed to be this weekend. So they got there yesterday, which was Friday. Today's Saturday, and initially the plan today was that I was going to pack and then meet with my landlord to get my new key because I'm moving in on Tuesday. But my landlord texted me and was like, hey, I still need to change the locks. Can we do tomorrow? So I messaged my cousins and was like, I'm coming today instead. So it's just a lot because next week I'm also going to San Diego to get all of my stuff from there for my new place because everything's in a garage that my family owns there. But the reason why, well, first off, this area, like I mentioned, is about 2.5 hours away, 2 hours and 20 minutes from my current place. So it's quite the drive. Not only that, but until recently, I just didn't have the address, and basically my whole family just hasn't spoken in forever. I haven't talked to my grandma, my uncles, anything like that since I think I was a freshman in high school, which was 13 years ago. And I did in, I think, 2019 or 18, I think it was 2019, go to Vegas where one of my cousins lives. And so I did see him, but I haven't seen my other cousin since 2009 either. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel like the whole family just had a lot of drama and had just a big falling out, and I was never involved in any of it. I honestly don't even know what happened, but everyone just stopped talking. And I remember when I went to Vegas, I was chatting with my cousin and I was like, what even happened? Like, why did we all stop talking? And he was like, honestly, I have no idea. And so we decided that as cousins, like, it's just us three. We don't have any other cousins. I'm actually like pretty excited because we were all like such a close family when I was growing up, but I remember like just having the best Christmas parties and like get-togethers, and like every weekend we would all like go do things together. We'd all like have family beach parties, and like we were just always doing stuff. So I feel like it's gonna be kind of cool to see everybody again and also be an adult and understand their jokes, and like, I don't know, again, they haven't seen me in forever, so it might have even been a little longer for some of my uncles. And they all basically like live out together because my grandma, again, is getting kind of old, and so she needs people to take care of her. So that's been what my uncles have been doing. So that's sort of like some of the detail about like the family and like where I'm going and why. I like just haven't been connected to this family, and it's a pretty like large family. My mom does not have any siblings, and then my dad has like 7 siblings, so it's a pretty big family that I just have not been connected to, and I'm excited to usually won't be vlogging at all when I'm there because I will just be seeing them again for the first time in 13 years, but I will definitely tell you guys how it goes and just like chat through because I have 2 more hours up to the area, and then obviously I'm gonna have 2.5 hours back down to come home. P is trying really hard to just chill out. He really wants to sit on my lap, but he's not allowed to, obviously, because I'm driving. So he's just looking out the window and enjoying the ride too. So we just went to McDonald's. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get there before 11 because I really wanted breakfast food specifically. And I ate that. It took me about 15 minutes to do all of that. And we're back on the road. We have about an hour and 10 minutes left. So we're roughly halfway through the trip. It's very loud here, so I'm sorry. But I'm realizing that I'm getting a little nervous. Like, I feel like if it was tomorrow, I maybe would have some time to like think things through, but because this morning it was just like all of a sudden I had to like hop in the car and start driving, I didn't really get to think about what was happening or like who I'm gonna go see. And I don't know, I just, again, I haven't seen them in so long that like I'm not sure how it's gonna be. Everybody is spending the night. It was like basically supposed to be from Friday to Sunday, but I just didn't really want to spend the night because I just haven't seen them in so long that like I only wanted to spend a day, and I just wanted to like, you know, go home after and like have my own space and not have to share a room with people or whatever it may be, because all of the family that is coming up to visit just got like a big Airbnb together. I just wasn't really feeling it. It's like their kids and everything too, and I just like my own space. So I don't know, it's just kind of again hitting me that I'm seeing my family who like, gosh, I don't even know if I'll recognize them, I'm not gonna lie. It was supposed to be a surprise that I'm coming up, but I'm not sure if they've told the family or not, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna go in and they're gonna be expecting me, or if it's going to be like, oh my god, who's here, and be really awkward. So that will be interesting too. About 20 minutes until I'm there. I'm definitely getting more and more nervous. It's such a beautiful drive, honestly. Like, I didn't know that it was like this like beautiful like red rock mountain and all these Joshua trees, and it's just really pretty, but I'm definitely getting nervous, and I'm like excited but nervous, and P seems to be doing okay. He like, there's like pressure in our ears, so I'm not sure if he's experiencing that too, but he's just kind of chilling, so I'm gonna let him walk around outside before I go in the house. Obviously, there are some other dogs, so I just want to make sure that he gets along with them and that nothing's gonna happen, obviously. And then we shall see from there. But glad I brought him for sure. I think he's going to go lay down a bit because he's probably kind of over the drive. Usually like 2 hours is when he's like, all right, ready to get out, and it will be 2 hours and 20 minutes. So almost there. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hi guys, I'm officially back on the road. Like I said, I was not going to vlog because it's been forever since I saw anybody who was there, but I am just in the middle of the desert and it's dark, so I'm gonna focus on driving home, and I'm going to recap how it all went when I get back home. I will definitely tell you guys all about it. It was a really fun time, and I just want to chat with you guys once I get there. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, I am back at my house. That was quite a lot of driving that I had to do today, but I am back and I just wanted to tell you guys about it really quickly. I don't typically do like sit down videos like this, but I thought that it would be fun to just kind of go over it because I didn't feel like it was the smartest idea to do that while I was driving. I also just didn't want to film because I was catching up with so many family members, but overall I was just like not really sure what to expect from my family. I again hadn't seen some of these people in about 15 years, and I learned that some of the people I hadn't seen since I was like 3-ish. So it's been a really long time since I've seen a lot of these people. It also turned out that there were about 30 of us that I was not expecting. I thought it was just going to be like 2 of my cousins. In going to this area and meeting up with everybody, I learned that I actually have more cousins than I thought that I did, which is weird to say, but my family has always been kind of divided. So I actually had no idea that 2 people that were there were my cousins until I was talking to them, and I was realizing like, wait a second, I'm pretty sure those are my aunt's kids. And I texted my mom while I was there and I was like, who are these people? And she was like, yeah, they're your cousins. And I was like, how did I never put 2 and 2 together? So it was definitely interesting. One of them, again, I hadn't seen since I was 3, so it was interesting where like we had known each other and I had very distinct memories of us like playing with toys together, but we didn't remember anything else, and he didn't even remember us playing toys together. So that was really interesting to already have known somebody but at the same time have been meeting them for the first time. All of my family members have kids. I'm the only one that was just like solo with my dog, and it was just such an adventure overall. I think it's hard because I don't exactly know, like I mentioned earlier, like slightly alluded to, I don't actually know why there was a big falling out. I don't know like what the true story is. I don't know all of the details, and honestly it's just not my business. And so I will say that something that I learned from this experience is just that there's always room for forgiveness for people, and I think that it's important to make sure that you can make time for people and hear people out. And if it's not your business, then maybe just understand where those boundaries are. I think obviously that's a little bit more difficult in some situations than others, but in this situation I was able to just kind of like say, okay, that's just not something that concerns me personally, and move past it enough to be able to meet new cousins that I didn't even know that I had, and see my uncles again for the first time in 15 years, you know, and see my grandma before she passes, because I also did not know that she was 93 years old. She was making jokes about like, oh, why is everyone coming to see me? Am I dying? And it was funny but sad at the same time because we hadn't been in contact, and she like when I got there she thought that I was still 12 years old, and she had all my photos around her bed, but she thought that those were still me and I had grown up. So it was definitely something where I was happy that I was able to move past some of the drama that has happened in the past that, again, I was not even involved with, and I just had an overall really good experience. So something that I really liked about seeing my family today was that I felt like I learned so much more about the people that I did grow up with, especially because last time I saw them I was so much younger, and now that I'm an adult I feel like I can understand them so much better. For example, it was really cool to learn that my grandma also really loves murder mysteries, and that's what she reads on the daily, and she just like asks my uncles to pick up those like Dimeback novels, and that's all she reads. And it just, I don't know, something about it like made me feel like, wow, like I do true crime stuff, and just little things like that that made me feel so much more connected to my family, where for so long I felt like we have such a small family and we don't really know our side of the that side of the family. And so it was just really neat to learn so much more about them. I just wanted to update you guys on all of it. I did a lot of driving today. I probably did about 6 hours of driving. I'm pretty tired. My throat feels kind of sore from like talking so much because I feel like I just don't talk this much. Yeah, and I'm honestly pretty tired even though it's literally 8 p.m. So I think I am going to lay down, relax a bit, and hang out with P. He is dead tired. He had a lot of stuff happen today. Before we went over to their house, we had gone on like an hour-and-a-half walk, so he was already kind of tired, and then my plans changed sporadically, so I decided that we were going today, and he always gets very tired after a big like overwhelming day. So that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate every single one of you. I know that this is kind of a non-traditional video. I think honestly this one is a little bit more for me, but I love to take you guys along with all of these adventures and like new things that I learn and discover, because I think we can all learn from some of these things. And you know, if you guys have friends, family, anything that you feel like, you know, doesn't hurt to reach out one last time and try to make amends or meet up again or whatever it may be, I would say just do it. You never know what can come of it, and the worst case scenario is that you end up in the exact same place. That's all for tonight, you guys. I am really going to get into some pajamas and go to sleep and probably just like watch a couple videos. I appreciate every single one of you so much, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.